Chapter 31, Fuzzy Wang Feng. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The first spirit ability was a bit strong, which really surprised Wang Feng, but such a powerful spirit ability, the consumption brought by it is also quite large, with the 16th level soul power that Wang Feng compressed twice. If you want to use it in a wide range, I am afraid that 3 or 4 people will have to let him collapse. Furthermore, this kind of increase should only be applied to people whose level is similar to one's own, to have full effect. Wang Feng meditated, said, Wang Feng gave this star and moon fox a deification. I saw the Xingyue fox enveloped in golden light, its body size slightly enlarged, its fur color became brighter, and a more powerful aura came upon his face. The whole body is still surrounded by layers of lightning. It's like, this Xingyue fox, I can't double his strength. Maybe only about 30%. However, this paralyzing attack effect does not seem to be weakened. Wang Feng felt a third of the soul power disappeared from his body. Xingyue fox's strength should be less than 3,000 years, regardless of other factors. As far as the level is concerned, it is equivalent to the 35 6th level soul sovereign, and the additional deification effect will be greatly reduced. This is also normal, auxiliary spirit master, although it can give the spirit master to improve various abilities, but it also depends on the situation. It is impossible for an auxiliary spirit master of more than 10 levels, an auxiliary skill to have an effect on a contra of 80 or 90. Wang Feng didn't know whether Douluo continent had such a rule, and he would be sure if he had the opportunity to see it in the future, but he thinks it's impossible now. Just imagine that a more than 10 level auxiliary spirit master can give a contra any increase in attributes, and the mainland is probably in chaos early. Because this means that a more than 10 level spirit master can control the battle of more than 80 level contras. Even title Douluo. Too exaggerated. This is totally impossible. How can you have an auxiliary soul emperor of at least 60 ranks before you can effectively support the contra? Wang Feng guessed that his own deification effect would have an effect on at least the 45th level of the soul sect. Has a certain improvement. But further up, his soul power is too weak, and the deification skills he used should not be able to effectively increase. For a spirit master who is about the same level as his, the promotion is completely doubled. The most important thing is that the effect of this paralysis will not diminish. This is abnormal enough. After some research and thinking, Wang Feng finally figured out the first spirit ability. I have to say that Wang Feng has benefited a lot from this hunting forest. Having obtained the spirit ring for 6,000 years, the physical quality has undergone earth-shaking changes, and the first form of Golden Lotus has obtained powerful auxiliary skills, and it can be said that the ability has been fully developed. Wang Feng is even confident, as far as the first form of the 12th rank Golden Lotus is, it is the most perfect auxiliary martial soul. Deified soul skills, allowing Qinglian to complete almost all of its auxiliary abilities. Restore soul power, heal injuries, increase the upper limit of soul power, and increase hormones. Then deify the soul skills to enhance the various abilities of the soul master, and the additional attack special effects have the control ability. What else is missing? May only have the disadvantage that it consumes huge soul power. Fortunately, I can use Meteor Tears to compress and purify soul power. At the same level, the more his spirit power goes to the back and surpasses the spirit power of the same level. Alright, little fox, let's go. Wang Feng took out a new set of clothes from his bag and put them on again. After his body burst last night, the clothes were long gone. Fortunately, Wang Feng has ready to change clothes. It's not like Qigua goes out with her body. However, because the body has grown taller and stronger, the clothes are not fitting, and the muscles of the whole body are tightened, revealing the extremely precise muscle lines, which has a kind of strange beauty. Makes Wang Feng feel a little embarrassed. Compressing soul power will make my path of cultivation extremely difficult. But now that I have gone through a rebirth-like body and falling stars, the speed will not be slow. After Wang Feng changed his clothes, he waved at the Xingyue fox. Xingyue fox called to Wang Feng twice, seems like farewell again. Don't worry, I will come again soon. Wang Feng said with a smile. Although compressing and purifying soul power slows down your cultivation speed, moreover, the further you go, the slower. Now one morning, he has been promoted to nearly 16th level, but for each subsequent small level, 17th level, he may need a day or two. At level 18, he needs at least 4 or 5 days, at level 19, he needs at least 10 days, at level 20th, even more than a month. Level 21, at least 2 or 3 months. Behind, 22, 23, it takes more time. Because the difficulty has increased exponentially. But in the same way, every time he improves one level, he is at least twice as powerful as a normal spirit master at the same level. The more you get to the back, the more powerful the multiple. Sometimes Wang Feng is a little scary thinking about it. However, within 1 year, Wang Feng is confident that he will rise to about 25th level, and within 6 years, to about 30th level. By then, having a level of 32 strength means that Wang Feng has certain strength in this Douluo continent. To put it simply, there is a little bit of capital to make waves. You can also graduate from the college and go to Shrek Academy to check in. And Wang Feng is looking forward to the second form. It is best to have a powerful attack effect. To make up for his lack of attack methods now. Otherwise, you can only rely on your physical fitness to perform melee skills. Wang Feng waved at Xingyue Fox. Next time he comes to the soul hunting forest, he may be looking for the second spirit ring, not demanding the same 1,000 years. You still have to see what the second form is after you reach the 20th level, and then you can figure out what kind of soul beast you are looking for. Go back to the academy first, and then go to the Wuhun hall to determine the soul power. Then, I will be the real soul master. After Wang Feng walked out of the hunting forest, he ran straight to Nodding City. This time, he was extremely fast. When came, it took him a whole morning, 6 or 7 hours, but this time, he returned to Nodding City in less than a few hours. The speed is not inferior to the speeding car in the previous life. Before entering Nodding College, the guard said with a smile at Wang Feng. Master, we have something to tell you. What? Wang Feng asked. That's it. The classmate from the same village you came here with yesterday went to the mountains and woods behind the school. The news that we two inquired about seemed to be a senior student who had trouble with a work student. Ran to the back mountain woods to fight. After your friend came back, he seemed to hear the news and rushed over quickly, probably in danger. The guard whispered, the senior student is called Xiao Qinyu. He is very powerful at Nodding Junior College. He is the son of City Lord Nodding. He is also very strong. He is a true soul master. Your friend also runs. Go, I'm afraid I will suffer. After listening to the guard finished www.novelmtl.com, Wang Feng suddenly. Should be a junior, right? The work-study student who had trouble with his senior year should be Xiao Wu. Wait, what do you mean by the name of the senior student? Wang Feng was surprised. Xiao Qinyu. Wang Feng's face is a little weird. Isn't this boss Xiao, the kid I beaten up in Lushi yesterday? But, he should not be able to beat the current junior. Xiao-san went to the soul hunting forest with the master last night, and when he came back today, he must have also got the spirit ring. Understood, I'll go take a look. Wang Feng waved his hand. Then Xiaoye, please go slowly. The doorman said to him. Wang Feng smiled. These two dog things are really good at learning. If there is anything in the college or Nodding City in the future, these two guys will probably tell themselves that Xiao Qinyu was still the son of City Lord Nodding, which made Wang Feng a little weird. He hadn't forgotten which stubborn place he had forgotten about this dragon-clad character in Douluo continent. Following the trail behind the mountain, Wang Feng quickly walked into the forest. Before approached, I heard a loud noise in the clearing ahead. Little girl, your martial arts soul is a rabbit. If you lose, why not be our boss as a pet? We can accept Xiao boss, we can accept it. Making a fool, even if I accept pets, I, Xiao Qinyu, dare not call the boss. That would have to be the boss. Yes, yes. We are the new boss of Lushi. that I don't know why, when I heard this, Wang Feng, who had not yet approached in the forest, was suddenly covered with black lines. It turned out that I turned out to be the boss of these legendary dramas. Chapter 32, Small Three's Hidden Weapon. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the clearing, divided into two groups of people, a group of people are quite tall, and at first glance they are seniors. The leader is Xiao Qinyu, the other group of people are working students led by Xiao Wu. At this moment, Xiao Wu, flushed with upright anger, looked at Xiao Qinyu, and said angrily, "Do you really think I'm afraid I won't succeed? If you lose, from now on, I will take care of your boss Xiao, and boss, you have to recognize me as the boss." Suddenly, the senior students headed by Xiao Qinyu laughed disdainfully. "Well," Xiao Qinyu laughed, "you little girl, I really don't know where the courage is, and dare to challenge our senior students. Not in college, you go to find out who I am. Tell you, except for Wang boss, I, Xiao Qinyu, walk sideways in this academy, who dares to stop me? A lot of nonsense." Xiao Wu snorted coldly with her arms crossed. "You guys in higher grades have big tongues, just start fighting." Said, Xiao Wu walked forward angrily. However, Wang Sheng on the side grabbed Xiao Wu, and whispered, "Sister Xiao Wu, you are better, wait, I'll fight first." Xiao Wu glanced at Wang Sheng hesitantly, patted Wang Sheng on the shoulder, and encouraged. "Okay, Wang Sheng, come on." Wang Sheng nodded heavily and walked out directly. "Wang Sheng," Xiao Qinyu took out his ears, "Lu Long, go, beat him down. Give us a long face." Lu Long walked out with a smile on his face. "Wang Sheng, he has long been his defeated man, it is not enough. I don't know how many times he has been beaten up. Wang Sheng, seeing your master Lu, have you been so scared?" Lu Long yelled loudly, "I advise you, don't struggle, we still have boss Wang, I tell you, our boss Wang is amazing, let's add up, including brother Xiao, are not an opponent of boss Wang. You still want to fight us?" Upon hearing this, Xiao Wu was suspicious. "The boss? What kind of boss?" she only inquired. "This boss Xiao." The rest of the working study students are also confused. Xiao Qinyu secretly said, "Mada, Lu Long, this fellow, after being beaten, directly changed me from the boss to brother." However, he didn't dare to say anything. He was convinced by the boss. In the sixth shelter, without soul power, 1 or 2 moves can knock oneself down, it is terribly strong. But this kind of scene, it is estimated that there is no need for Mr. Wang to act. Wang Sheng kept his face solemn and did not speak. Xiao Wu said in a loud voice without restraint, "I care what you do. Boss Wang, Sheng Wang, let me slay this broken flower and defeat the willow first." She just finished speaking. Wang Sheng has not moved yet. Liu Long's face was cold, a trace of cunning flashed in his eyes, a yellow long stick suddenly appeared in his hand, and he struck Wang Sheng directly. Wang Sheng seemed to have experience seeing this, his body also flashed a yellow light, the tiger spirit appeared behind him, his whole body swelled slightly. With a low growl, Wang Sheng is not afraid to use his arms to resist in front of him. With a muffled noise, a long stick hit his arms, and a blood stain suddenly appeared. But Wang Sheng directly grabbed the long stick. "Wang Sheng, you are too stupid. Do you think you are the boss of Wang? You want to catch my martial soul? You are too slow." However, Lu Long laughed sarcastically, his martial soul disappeared, and then he turned his palm and appeared in the other direction. A ruthless stick, like a violent wind, hit Wang Sheng, bang bang bang. Suddenly, a series of muffled sounds of being hit by a long stick rang out from Wang Sheng's body. There was a few more bloodstains on Wang Sheng's body without a sound. The scene is almost entirely where Lu Long has the upper hand. Xiao Wu's eyebrows were upright, and she walked with anger. How could this Wang Sheng keep resisting? No, Wang Sheng doesn't have enough experience to fight this Lu Long head-on. The stick is a long-handled weapon. As long as you find a way to get close, you can defeat the Lu Long. A voice sounded softly. Xiao Wu glanced at it, but it was Tang San who came over, and couldn't help but smile and complained. "Mistress, why did you come here? You are so embarrassed to say. You should wait for me and just rush to challenge, are you sure?" Tang San was speechless. I have been absorbing the spirit ring last night, and only came from the hunting forest this morning. What are you waiting for? People are bullying me. These bastards, they want me to make them a pet rabbit for the boss, so I am angry. Xiao Wu snorted, then frowned. Tang 3, there is another boss Wang in the college, do you know him? Boss Wang. Tang San said in surprise, I don't know, isn't it Boss Xiao? I heard many students talk about it on the way. Don't you know? Xiao Wu looked at him suspiciously. Tang San shook his head and looked at Xiao Qinyu. He could not help but secretly said in his heart that this Xiao Qinyu was not a simple character. When he first returned to college, many students were discussing, as if he heard that Xiao Qinyu was the son of City Lord Nodding. This Nodding City, who else can be his boss? The boss? Okay. Is it Feng Gu? Tang San's heart moved, then he shook his head again. It is impossible. Feng Gu is a working student just like me, and has nothing to do with these people. How could it be Xiao Qinyu's boss? Oops, Wang Sheng is going to lose. Suddenly, Xiao Wu said anxiously. At this time, in the central field, Lu Long leaped high, and the long stick seemed to strike Wang Sheng who was lying on the ground. Tang San saw this, quietly stretched out his hand, picked up a few stones, and ejected towards Lu Long. Bang bang bang. Lu Long key stick. Yu reading www.yuukangshu.com was about to hit Wang Sheng. How did he know that there was a sudden pain in his wrist, as if he had been hit by something? His hands were sore, the whole person could not keep it, and the offensive disappeared instantly. Wang Sheng saw this opportunity, his eyes lit up, he roared, and rushed directly at Lu Long. Happiness. Wang Sheng slapped Lu Long directly on the back with a slap, and directly slapped Lu Long on the ground. A few more kicks directly on Lu Long's body, so that Lu Long didn't even have a chance to fight back, so he was fainted. Far away, Wang Feng saw this scene, secretly said, Xiao San is really insidious, and directly made secret moves. However, Xiao San is good at hidden weapons, and it is estimated that no one else will find out. These little boys are really arrogant, and they are not able to get rid of them after being beaten by themselves. After thinking for a moment, Wang Feng still walked over slowly. At the same time, seeing Lu Long's defeat, Xiao Qinyu's face sank. I come. A boy walked out from behind, but it was Ling Feng. The other side. Let me do it. Tang San grabbed Xiao Wu who wanted to make a move, and said solemnly, Wang Sheng has consumed too much. Xiao Wu nodded. Mistress is still very good. Ling Feng, you can't lose anymore. Xiao Qinyu said solemnly. Don't worry, brother Xiao. Ling Feng walked out proudly. In the upper grades, only brother Xiao is better than him. Oh, no, now there is one more boss. Ling Fengxiong walked out angrily. However, the next moment. Boom! I saw a loud noise, and it didn't take long before Ling Feng flew upside down and fell directly under Xiao Qinyu's feet. Chapter 33, Brother Feng, are you there, boss? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Brother Xiao, this kid is a bit strong. He seems to be useless even with spirit power. Ling Feng was caught by that kid just now, and he was kicked flying before he had a few moves. How come the working students in this class are better than each? In an instant, the people behind Xiao Qinyu talked a lot. Xiao Qinyu walked out, looking at Tang San calmly. This kid seems to be a little different. Took a deep breath, Xiao Qinyu stood and went out. Xiao Qinyu, 6th grade student, Wuhun, Wolf, 11th level War Spirit Master. After finishing speaking, a white spirit ring rose again on his body, and a wolf shadow appeared on his body, and then his body began to become stronger, and some changes occurred. Tang San thought for a few seconds, and thought, this Xiao Qinyu is smart, and he immediately signed up for Wuhun. He had heard the master say that he had to make him do the same, otherwise it would be a kind of right. The disdain and disrespect of the other party will make people hateful and become a mortal enemy. However, I now have a 400-year-old mandala spirit ring, so I am naturally not afraid. Even if Brother Feng is there, I should have the power to fight. Tang San thought, and said lightly. Tang San, 1st grade, Wuhun, Lan Yin Chao, 11th level weapon spirit master, that the moment S words fell, Tang San rose up with a yellow spirit ring. Everyone originally listened to the 3 words Lan Yin Chao, and their eyes were very disdainful. What is the use of this recognized waste martial arts soul? Feed the livestock, but I can't feed them enough. Can still be used in battle. Is obviously impossible. However, when the spirit ring on Tang San's body rose, countless people were startled, and the look of astonishment covered everyone's face. 100-year spirit ring. Xiao Qinyu was also shocked. 100-year spirit ring. As the son of the city lord, he has only 10 years of spirit ring. It hasn't reached 100 years. This working student is actually a century-old spirit ring. Could it be that he was favored by nobles or other forces because of his outstanding aptitude? Someone help him. Otherwise, how could one have a 100-year spirit ring? Or is it a first-year work-study student who is only 6 years old and becomes a true 11th level spirit master? Thinking of this, Xiao Qinyu looked at Tang San, his eyes more vigilant. Brother Xiao, it's just blue silver grass, it's nothing, it's just a waste of Wuhun, not afraid. That's right, the boss is a powerful beast spirit with a powerful attack power. Brother Xiao, even a century-old spirit ring can't save Lan Yin Chao. When you hit your paw, Lan Yin Chao will turn into Lan Yin Chao. Hearing the shouts of encouragement from the people behind him, Xiao Qinyu suddenly shouted in a low voice. Shut up all. That's enough. The senior students behind immediately kept silent. Xiao Qinyu fixedly looked at Tang San. Let's start. Tang San stood there and said calmly. Although the words are light, but in fact he is extremely cautious. This Xiao Qinyu possesses a spirit ring, and it is not the same concept as the 2 before. The facts are just as Tang San thought. Xiao Qinyu stepped on his footsteps, and stared 2 deep footprints directly on the spot. Before a person arrived, he could feel an unusually domineering force coming toward him. Xiao Qinyu's palm like a wolf's claw directly waved towards Tang San, going straight back and forth without any fancy attacks. Tang San was not afraid. The mysterious jade hand in his hand glowed with a faint cyan light. With the breakthrough of Shantian Gong, this mysterious knowledge of Shantian Baolu also increased its power. Do you think you are the boss of the king, and you dare to head on with me? Xiao Qinyu saw this scene, and suddenly sneered in his heart. Power added another 3 points, and a palm directly collided with Tang San's mysterious jade hand. However, the scene that everyone thought did not happen. Tang San was still determined to stay where he was, regretting Xiao Qinyu, but he fell into a disadvantage. The next moment Tang San turned his palm directly into claws, grabbing Xiao Qinyu's wrist and shoulders as a fulcrum, and he turned around and flew Xiao Qinyu handsome. But fortunately, Xiao Qinyu was agile, changed his posture directly in the air, and fell on the ground smoothly, backing again and again. Xiao Qinyu looked at Tang San with a gloomy expression, feeling a little horrified in his heart. This is the second one. Without soul power, it will be thrown out directly. Although not as powerful as Boss Wang, it is not easy. It's time to end. Tang San shook his head. He didn't use spirit power, and Xiao Qinyu couldn't beat him directly. This directly made Tang San easily judge that Xiao Qinyu's strength was far inferior to direct. After finishing speaking, Tang San's palm shook, and a sturdy blue silver grass half a meter tall appeared in his palm. Winding, Tang San gently urged his soul power, and the ground suddenly trembled, and the thick blue silver grass roots came out of the ground directly, but in the blink of an eye, Xiao Qinyu was tied up. What is this? Xiao Qinyu broke free, only to find that he couldn't break free, and he couldn't help being shocked. Don't waste any effort. Tang San waved his hand, and instantly the blue-silver grass that bound Xiao Qinyu shrank tighter. My spirit ring is a mandala snake, which adds tenacity to blue-silver grass. And toxins can make people unable to move, but at the same time they are poison and paralyzed. Now, I have not applied toxins. Would you like to try it? Tang San held a half-meter-high blue-silver grass in his hands, growing crazily, stout like a mandala snake-like stout, and it looked extremely shocking. This time, not only Xiao Qinyu, even Xiao Wu and the group behind them were shocked. Little San seems to be getting better. A strange light flashed in Xiao Wu's eyes. It was only a day of hard work. Xiao Wu didn't expect Tang San to have a spirit ring, but because I said in advance, although Xiao Wu was surprised, it was much better than Xiao Qinyu. No. I don't want to try. Xiao Qinyu said quickly, I give up. Since you admit defeat, what about the promise? Tang San said. Promise? Xiao Qinyu was taken aback, looking at Xiao Wu. Would he still recognize her as the boss? No. Xiao Qinyu blurted out, I already recognize the boss Wang. I also have dignity, Xiao Qinyu, how can I change my boss casually? Are you still not convinced? When Xiao Wu heard it, she stepped forward and looked at Xiao Qinyu with her chin up. Then, let me introduce myself. Xiao Wu, first-year work student, martial arts, rabbit, 12th level 1-ring battle spirit master. A crisp voice sounded www.novelmtl.com. Not only Xiao Qinyu was stayed, but Tang San was also stayed, because, as Xiao Wu finished speaking, a yellow spirit ring suddenly appeared on her body. 100-year spirit ring. At the same time, Xiao Wu's ears slowly grew longer, and slowly stood up from the side of her head, looking like 2 rabbit ears. Very cute. Is a 100-year spirit ring again? Everyone was shocked. Tang San looked at Xiao Wu in surprise, directly, but with the help of the master, it took all the hardships to obtain the century-old spirit ring. How did this Xiao Wu's century-old spirit ring come from? Xiao Wu is also a working student. However, Tang San didn't think much about it. After all, this is Xiao Wu's secret. Why look at me with a look like I can't get a 100-year spirit ring? Xiao Wu glared at Tang San. No, it's not. Tang San smiled awkwardly. Only then did I realize that Xiao Wu was also innately full of soul power. I thought I was good enough, but I didn't expect Xiao Wu to hide it. But Xiao Qinyu still shook his head and said. No, even if you are a higher-level war spirit master than me, it is useless. Unless you can defeat our boss. Hearing this, Xiao Wu snorted, then tell your boss king to come out. I want to see, who is your boss king? Tang San was also secretly curious. Hey, boss Wang is here, right behind you. Xiao Qinyu's eyes suddenly lit up, and he pointed to the back of the two and said. The two looked back, first for a moment, and then said almost in unison. Brother Feng. Are you are their boss? The boy who walks at this moment is exactly, Wang Feng. Chapter 34, Smart Dawn 3. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Xiao Wu and Tang San looked at the children walking by in surprise. Is Wang Feng? But, he is much taller. From Tang San's point of view, Brother Feng was almost a head taller than himself. This is already a senior student, the height of a 10-year-old child. Moreover, because of absorbing the power of the spirit ring, he has increased by 4 or 5 centimeters. Unexpectedly, Feng Gu turned taller. And, the skin has become better, whiter than Xiao Wu's skin, better. Seeing Wang Feng coming, Tang San couldn't help being surprised. Because he thought, Feng Gu has only one possibility for this kind of change. That is to absorb the power of the spirit ring. Could it be that Brother Feng really hunted down 100 years of spirit ring alone? Tang San was shocked. Besides, Tang San couldn't find a reason to explain Feng Ji's changes all night. Depending on the situation, maybe the spirit ring is not much worse than yourself. 300 years. Or the same 400-year spirit ring as yourself. Should even be higher. Because the higher the age of the soul ring, the greater the upgrade of the soul master after absorption. Brother Feng has changed more than himself. This shows that the spirit ring he absorbed should be higher. 500 years, 600 years. How can this be? Tang San was shocked by the speculation in his heart. Brother Feng can hunt down a soul beast that is 500 to 600 years old by himself. The mandala snake that was more than 400 years old, it took a great deal of effort to kill it. I didn't even expect that Brother Feng would be the boss of Xiao Qinyu's noble children. How did he do that? He has been in the Holy Soul Village, he has never been out. Tang San is clever, he almost thought of a lot at first sight of Wang Feng. In comparison, Xiao Wu only felt that Tang San's Feng Gu had changed a lot in one night. He was much taller than himself, and he looked better. After all, Tang San grew up with Wang Feng. It's just that Tang San didn't know that Wang Feng's change was not changed by the spirit ring, but the body was recast. It is the change brought by the Meteor Tears. Boss Wang. Xiao Qinyu looked at Wang Feng in tears. Xiao Qinyu admired this boss Wang who had known him for a day, but depending on the situation, it seems that this is Tang San, and they also know, it seems to be right, the boss is a working student. Xiao Qinyu was shocked, the secret path is not good. Ahem. Wang Feng walked up to Tang San, a chestnut knocked on Xiao Qinyu's forehead, and said, "You guy, these two, but my friends. How dare you trouble them?" "I don't know." Xiao Qinyu said aggrievedly, if he knew that these two, Boss Wang had such a good relationship, he would never have a conflict with Xiao Wu and Tang San. Well. Xiao Sanner, Xiao Wu, they are all misunderstandings. Let's forget about this. Wang Feng glared at Xiao Qinyu again and continued, "Xiao Qinyu, you will recognize Xiao Wu as the boss from now on, you know." "Okay. Okay." Xiao Qinyu nodded. Although this sister Xiao Wu is also a work student, she is better than Tang San, but she is a 12th level spirit master. But at this time, Xiao Wu said beautifully. "No. Feng brother, since you are their boss, then I have to beat you to become their boss. Otherwise, it is unfair, and they will not obey me." After finishing speaking, Xiao Wu winked at Tang San next to him. Tang San pondered for a moment, and said to his heart, although Brother Feng might also have a spirit ring, it may not be the best one for him. And my spirit ring is the most suitable for me, the strength improvement is extremely significant, it should be able to fight Feng Gu, plus Xiao Wu. Maybe, I can beat Brother Feng. Brother Feng, Xiao Wu is right, it's better, let's have a discussion. Tang San echoed. Wang Feng looked at the two. Xiao Wu has a strong ambition in her eyes, and she seems to want to fight herself very much. Xiao San seems to be more confident because of the spirit ring. Which one of you will come first? Wang Feng is not hypocritical, just to test his current strength. I'll come first. Tang San spoke first, but his eyes looked at Brother Feng quietly. It has been more than 3 months since the last fight with Feng Gu. The current self is not the same Tang San who has not yet awakened his spirit power. The students and work-study students around, scattered one after another, squatting on the ground one by one, like two halves, watching enthusiastically, not knowing what kind of fighting will erupt in a while. Wang Feng walked to the other side, holding his hands behind him. Tang San took a deep breath. At this moment, Brother Feng still gave him an extremely heavy pressure. I didn't think too much. Tang Sanming's heart was determined, and he did not use his soul skills, but directly rushed towards Wang Feng. His palms sank slightly into the turquoise color, and the mysterious jade hand quietly moved. "Be careful, Brother Feng." With a low cry, Tang San rushed like a floating tree leaf, swaying, unpredictable, and seemingly a strange posture. Everyone couldn't see Tang San's figure at all, but before they knew it, Tang San had already attacked Wang Feng. Saw his claws with both hands. One claw attacked Wang Feng's neck like a lion and a tiger. This is a special technique of the junior third. When I was with him, I didn't use soft skills, it was easy to be controlled by him. Xiao Wu looked at him, thinking that he had directly fought with Xiao San several times, mostly in a tie, unless he directly used soft skills to defeat him. However, once Xiao San uses this weird footwork to fight guerrilla warfare with him, it will be difficult for him to win if he escapes. Xiao Wu could not name her, but Wang Feng knew the moves used by Tang San. It's no accident, it should be the capture method in the Xuanhuan, controlling the crane and capturing the dragon. The physical method is the ghost and shadow, and it is a unique technique, is really extraordinary. Compared to 3 months ago, Xiao San is obviously stronger after getting the spirit ring. Wang Feng remembered that in the original work, Xiaosen relied on this Suanshan Bailu's unique knowledge, and with the strength of about 27th level, it was the first time that he had a head-to-head confrontation with the 30th level Dai Mubai, directly forcing Dai Mubai to use his soul power. Although Tang San has not practiced more intensively now, it is already extraordinary. Everyone could not see Tang San's figure clearly, but Wang Feng could see clearly. His physical fitness at the moment has far exceeded Tang San's imagination. Is not at all that Suanshan Bailus can make up for. While thinking like a flash of calcium carbide, Wang Feng's body was slightly on one side, and his shot was like lightning, directly grabbing Tang San's attacking wrist. Tang San was startled, his palm was closed, slightly bent, cleverly condensed, and he wanted to use Feng Ji's palm to counteract it. However, he found that Feng Ji's palm was like steel, and Xiao Jin couldn't use it at all. What a strong power! Tang San's eyes condensed, he suddenly jumped up, using his claws as the axis. With Wang Feng's palm, he jumped directly high, jumped behind Wang Feng, a leaping down, as if he wanted to take advantage of Feng just fall out. Wang Feng seemed to have expected it, a smile flashed in his eyes, his body quickly turned, and he shook his palm directly between Tang San's landing and threw Tang San out in advance. Was thrown directly into the air more than 10 meters high. Chapter 35, Powerful Wang Feng. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Seeing this, Tang San was shocked. Feng Ji's power and speed seemed to be stronger. My own speed is already very fast, but Feng Gu can instantly detect it, and directly throw himself out first, without giving himself any opportunity to show off. With just a throw, you can throw yourself so high. My body grows very fast these days, weighing at least 70 or 80 caddies, so I just throw it over 20 meters. 70 to 80 caddies are not easy to hold. Throw it more than 20 meters high. How much power is needed for this? This is not more than 20 meters away, more than 20 meters high. I can't do it myself. Blue silver grass. Tang San gave a young shout, and the next moment, a thick blue silver grass grew on the ground, growing rapidly. Actually held behind Tang San. Tang San steadily stepped on the rhizome of this blue silver grass, without Wang Feng's vigorous throw, but a little flustered. Instead his feet were supported on the rhizome of blue silver grass like springs. In the next instant, Tang San flicked his feet and rushed towards Wang Feng. Seeing this, everyone was shocked. Unexpectedly, this blue silver grass can still be used like this. Not bad. Wang Feng was also slightly startled. I only used less than a tenth of his power. With the strength of Xiaosen at this time, he was thrown more than 20 meters high. Although his physical fitness was excellent, he would still be protected by spirit power. Take gold stars. Unexpectedly, he would use blue silver grass like this. Witty enough. At this time, Tang San borrowed his strength to go down, followed the thick blue silver grass, leaped high, and hit Wang Feng directly with a punch. This punch, I'm afraid it will hit me on the ground. Xiao Qinyu on the side asked inwardly. From a height of 20 meters in the air, with the momentum, it is obvious that the strength will increase a lot. Wang Feng smiled. This time he didn't evade and slammed directly with his punch. Boom! Collided in pairs, making a slight noise. Immediately afterwards, a figure was blasted out. Was repeatedly blasted back dozens of meters away. Is Tang San. Fortunately, he was able to stabilize his figure with the help of ghosts and shadows, and looked at the distant, motionless Feng Gu with horror. Then he looked at himself trembling and unfolded the palm of Xian Yu's hand. It seems that even the sense of touch is completely lost. Brother Feng seemed to be okay, standing still, not moving at all. Too strong. Brother Feng's body far exceeds me. Tang San thought of this idea quickly in his heart, and he couldn't head on. When everyone saw this, they were even more shocked. Tang San's power was comparable to Xiao Qinyu, who was possessed by the beast spirit just now. At this moment, he still took the initiative to attack. From more than 10 meters in the air, he punched it down. but was shaken back dozens of meters. Wang Feng didn't even move his body. At this time, Xiao Qinyu suddenly shouted. "Boss Wang, be careful, it is Tang San's spirit abilities entangled. Once entangled, it is extremely difficult to break free," he just finished. Tang San crazily grew blue-silver grass with extremely thick roots. On the ground, like dozens of giant pythons crawling, they madly attacked Wang Feng. This is Xiao San's first spirit ability. Wang Feng looked at the blue-silver grass that looked like a python, and quickly rushed out of the ground and climbed to his feet. Quickly wrapped around his body. But in the blink of an eye, he seemed to be trapped in a cage of a big tree. Was so imprisoned. "Hey, Tang San's spirit ability is too troublesome," Xiao Qinyu sighed. "Boss Wang has also been recruited. This is the blue-silver grass with the toughness of the mandala snake." Although Tang San's entanglement is only blue-silver grass, everyone has heard Tang San just now. This is the soul ring of a 400-year-old mandala snake, and the additional blue-silver grass is extremely tough. Unless it is a spirit master with 2 spirit rings, it is possible to compete. Is above level 20. Spirit masters with the same spirit ring, even those who can possess martial spirits, cannot break free. Strange. At the speed of Brother Feng, it stands to reason that Xiao San's entanglement should be able to escape, right? Xiao Wu felt a little strange. She is also a speed-type soul master. Although this entanglement is powerful, as long as the speed is fast enough, she can avoid it. Unless. "Feng Gu, do you want to try it, want to get rid of me?" Tang San seemed to follow Xiao Wu's words with a smile on his face. "Sorry, Brother Feng, I know your physical fitness is very strong, so this time I also added the mandala snake toxin, although it is not fatal. But it can make your body slowly numb. Brother Feng, do you feel numb all over your body now? This is how powerful the mandala snake and his martial soul are combined." Teacher said that the longer the age of the soul ring, although it can bring enhancement to the soul master, the level of age does not mean the strength of the soul master, is the soul ring that suits you best, which makes the soul master stronger. Brother Feng's spirit may be 500 or 600 years old, but it is not necessarily suitable for his spirit. "Mistress, great!" Xiao Wu yelled loudly. "Brother Feng, you don't use your soul power. It may be a little difficult to defeat Xiao San. And I am also very good. Yes, Brother Feng seems to have not used his soul power until now, and, the spirit ring." Everyone looked at Wang Feng and seemed curious. Will he use his spirit power and martial spirit? It seems that he has not revealed his spirit master level and martial spirit yet. At this time, if you don't use it, you should lose it. Ha ha ha. At this time, Wang Feng laughed and said, "Little Sanner, you are not good at toxins. Compared to the 500-year-old mandala snake I met in the hunting forest, it is far worse." The moment S words fell, Tang San was startled. You reading www.okanshu.com. Wait, the 500-year-old mandala snake that you met in the hunting forest. Everyone didn't know the meaning of Wang Feng's words, but Tang San was shocked to think at this moment, could it be that Feng Gu hunted down the 500-year-old mandala snake corpse that my teacher and I encountered? If so, then, at this time. Boom! The blue-silver grass wrapped around Wang Feng's body like a big tree, as if being shattered by a terrifying force. Countless crushed blue flowers and leaves are flying all over the sky. It's like raining. Gives people an extremely shocking feeling. A figure walked out of the blue and silver flowers and leaves in the sky. Everyone breathed, watching this scene, they couldn't say a word. Tang San. He opened his eyes wide. Teacher said that unless you surpass yourself by at least 1 spirit ring, you can't get rid of the entanglement at once. Moreover, Feng Gu did not appear to be paralyzed at all. As expected. The 500-year-old mandala snake must have been hunted by Brother Feng. It's too abnormal. It's so strong. Xiao San's Feng Gu is really strong. Xiao Wu looked at Wang Feng with bright eyes. Without soul power, you can instantly break free from the entanglement of the junior. Even a great spirit master of more than 20 levels can't do it. Everyone was also shocked. Boss Wang is too strong, Xiao Qinyu exclaimed, just break free in an instant. I'm afraid I have a chance to do it at level 20. Boss Wang hasn't used spirit power yet. What kind of spirit is he? What level of spirit power? This kind of doubt appears in everyone's mind now. Chapter 36, Shocked Everyone. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this time, Wang Feng looked at Tang San and Xiao Wu, the pair of CP, and smiled. Mistress, you can't beat me, you two will go on together. If one's own body hasn't been recast, there may be no way to get this entanglement. After the body was recast, it was almost a day and a land, and there was no way to compare it. Hearing this, everyone was stunned. One pick two. There is also a 12th level soul master. Can look at Wang Feng walking out of the sky full of flowers and leaves. It seems like there is a chance. Soul Master is a group that emphasizes cooperation and teamwork. The strength of 1 + 1 is far greater than 2. Tang San is just a soul master of the control system, but Xiao Wu is a real soul master of the attack system. 1 control and 1 attack are the perfect partner of the two-person team. Xiao Wu. Tang San looked at Xiao Wu. He knew that it was impossible to defeat the current brother Feng on his own, unless he used a real hidden weapon. But the real hidden weapon must not be used on friends. Okay. Feng brother, then you be careful. Xiao Wu walked out, a yellow spirit ring lit up directly on her body. Wuhun instantly possessed. Although it is very unfair to play 2 against 1, it depends on who. This brother Feng is so good, 2 on 1, it's fair. Besides, this was requested by Feng Gu himself. Come on. Wang Feng waved to the two of them, said. Wang Feng was a little serious. After all, these two people are the heroes and heroines of Douluo continent. Although their strength is still weak, they cooperate in advance. I wonder if they will attract any special power. But obviously, Wang Feng thinks too much. A pink figure suddenly struck from a distance. Quickly. Is faster than Tang San's speed. What? Xiao Wu's slightly erected rabbit moved and struck Wang Feng with a punch. Wang Feng directly raised his palm. Boom. The power seems to be greater than Tang San. It is worthy of being a 100,000-year-old soft-bone rabbit reconstructing human. Even if it is only level 12, the actual strength is not weak. Wang Feng secretly said in his heart, was blocked with a punch. Xiao Wu's posture was extremely light, grabbing Wang Feng's palm with the other hand, and climbing directly onto Wang Feng's body, which was extremely dexterous. The whole person, as if there are no bones. The angle is extremely tricky. Wang Feng wrinkled slightly. This should be Xiao Wu's soft skills. Using the slenderness and softness of the body, you can make all kinds of difficult enemy trapping skills. Is very difficult. Thinking, Wang Feng was about to stretch out his other hand and grab Xiao Wu directly, but I didn't want to. When Wang Feng moved his hand, he was trapped by several tough blue-silver grasses at some point. Is Tang San? The two people cooperated in a tacit understanding. Wang Feng's palm shook, and in an instant, the blue-silver grass was shattered. But at this moment, Xiao Wu's hands were already wrapped around Wang Feng's neck. Like handcuffs, she clamped Wang Feng's neck, and then her legs fell on the ground. Back to Wang Feng. As long as she tried hard, Wang Feng would be thrown out. Because the neck is a fragile part of the human body, when it is so restrained, it will subconsciously lean back, and Xiao Wu standing on the ground, using the power of the earth, surely throws Wang Feng out. Almost for an instant, although Tang San and Xiao Wu had never cooperated, they had already developed an unimaginable understanding. For the first time they cooperated at this time. Everyone saw a horror. However, just when Xiao Wu was standing on the ground with her hands trapping Wang Feng's neck, she was about to throw it out. Tang San in the distance suddenly shouted. Xiao Wu, be careful. His neck is not a weakness. Xiao Wu was taken aback. Before I tried hard, I saw Wang Feng grinning. Xiao Wu still trapped her neck with her hands, and directly raised her head towards the body in front of him, and directly flung Xiao Wu into the air. In mid-air, Xiao Wu's dexterous 360-degree Thomas whirled, firmly landed on the ground, and then quickly continued to rush past, was extremely surprised. The human neck was extremely fragile, but Feng Gu did not seem to have any fear. Is his body already strong enough to be comparable to steel? Immediately afterwards, Xiao Wu approached Wang Feng again under the cover of Tang San's entanglement spirit ability, perform a variety of soft skills, or trap Wang Feng's legs, or trap Wang Feng's hands, or stand on the ground with his hands and clamp Wang Feng's head with his feet, can still be used by her, but Wang Feng is still motionless. Instead, Wang Feng threw Xiao Wu out again and again by using the special posture that he had learned from Tang Hao's chaotic cloak hammer method. Looking from a distance, I saw a pink figure, under the cover of blue-silver grass, climbing up and approaching Wang Feng, but was thrown out again. Has been going on for almost half an hour. Xiao Wu was tired and sweaty, and Tang San was also out of breath. You guys cooperate very well. But it is still too weak. Wang Feng said with a smile, although Xiao Wu's soft skills are powerful, but not aggressive. Mistress, you are also very entangled, but you can only harass me, that he said like a okay person, without even a trace of breathlessness. Everyone. Brother Feng, you are so rascal, you don't do anything, just wait for us to do it. Xiao Wu bent over, really weak, you have the ability, you attack us. Your body is like a piece of steel, we can't touch you, but you can't beat me, said. Xiao Wu straightened up, akimbo, pouting, and said, my speed and evasion are super awesome. Is it? Wang Feng smiled, next moment. He moved. Boom. I saw a burst of explosive air flow suddenly in the same place, and the ground under Wang Feng's feet cracked straight away. In everyone's eyes, time flashed. Tang San's purple pull magic pupil suddenly appeared, and he couldn't detect Feng Ge's figure. www.novelmtl.com could not help but yelled, Xiao Wu, hurry. However, he only said a word. The word, get out of the way, at the back is not finished yet. Xiao Wu hasn't recovered yet, she hasn't heard it at all, or she hasn't heard Tang San's voice. Wang Feng punched, and he was already blasting towards Xiao Wu. In the blink of an eye, Xiao Wu's face paled, the power of this punch made her feel suffocated. Xiao Wu closed her eyes subconsciously, some dare not open, until, after a long time, she opened her eyes. But I saw that Feng Ge's fist just fell in front of his own eyes, is less than 5 centimeters away from yourself. Seeing this, Xiao Wu breathed a sigh of relief, and couldn't help but said with a grin, Brother Feng, you didn't hit me with this punch. She just finished talking, but I feel the silence around me. Xiao Wu looked at everyone strangely, it was Tang San. At this time, she also stared at herself blankly, as if watching something terrifyingly terrifying. She couldn't help being startled, with some doubts in her heart, as if thinking of something. Xiao Wu suddenly looked back, saw a scene that shocked her. I saw a big tree about 10 meters high and densely leafed behind him. It was bare at the moment. Countless leaves are flying all over the sky. Click. The big tree swayed twice and fell directly on the ground with a boom. The power of this punch went through Xiao Wu and directly shattered the big tree. See you here. Xiao Wu stayed for an instant. Everyone. Tang San. Xiao Wu, the air, falling into dead silence. Chapter 37, I will help you restore one. You are listening at novelfull.audio. This scene is too shocking. Especially Tang San. This kind of method is like those martial arts masters he had seen in his previous life. Across Xiao Wu, directly blasted a tree. The leaves flying all over the sky, like colorful flies, scattered on everyone's heads, green and green. Many children were completely shocked by this scene. Because, it's so shocking. They have never seen such a shocking picture. Brother Feng, do you use your soul power? Tang San asked in surprise. In Tang San's understanding, soul power is a kind of energy similar to internal power. and it is not just used to inspire martial souls, also has many functions. For example, it can be used to practice Tang sect stunts, so, although I was shocked, it was much better than other children. Yes, I used my soul power. Wang Feng loosened his fist, using soul power. For a soul master, you can use martial soul. But in the world, soul power has more uses, especially the soul power after compression and purification. As long as you control it well, you can send your soul power out of your body. Just like Tang San using the internal power of Shen Gong practice to perform various Tang sect stunts. Xiao Wu De took 2 steps back, looking at Wang Feng as if looking at a monster. Feel a little scary. It turned out that Feng Gu stood in place. Let us attack, not wanting to shoot. I'm afraid I don't want to hurt us. Xiao Wu pouted, although she didn't want to admit it, but this seems to be the case. The punch just now is an obvious example. If that punch hits my face, I am such a cute girl, then I will be beaten and cry, the face becomes ugly. Think about it. Xiao Wu hurriedly covered her face. Tang San didn't know very well. He thought Xiao Wu was a little scared, and hurriedly walked to her to comfort him. Brother Feng's shot is very stable, it won't hurt you, Xiao Wu, don't be afraid. No. I'm afraid I will become ugly. Xiao Wu muttered, covering her face. Tang San, who had never been with a girl before, couldn't understand Xiao Wu's strange thoughts at this time. Boss Wang, how did you do it? Xiao Qinyu walked over and asked with excitement. What a powerful punch. Is it the power of a martial soul? It can actually pass through Xiao Wu's sister and interrupt the tree. Don't say that I am separated by Xiao. Sister Wu, even if I let me hit this tree directly, I keep hitting. I want to learn. Boss Wang, I want to learn too, so handsome. Boss Wang, teach me. Wang Feng looked at a few people and thought for a moment. In fact, it is very simple to learn. First of all, as long as you do a little bit, I will teach you, and you will learn quickly. Hearing the words, Xiao Qinyu laughed a few times, and said, Boss Wang, you said, let's try. Lu Long, Ling Feng and several little kids, also watched. Tang San also looked curiously. It's pretty simple. Wang Feng looked around, then walked to a huge boulder about half a meter high and about 1 meter wide. Look, as long as I can do it to my level, it will do. After that, Wang Feng punched down. Click. I saw the center of the huge boulder, it cracked, and then it broke into 6 even pieces. Everyone. Tang San, Wang Feng waved to everyone and said, come on, who of you try? Who can be like me, I can teach him. Tang San's mouth twitched, this is a solid boulder. After this punch, I am afraid that it will be at least several thousand gene. I am afraid that he is a great spirit master of around 20th level, even if it is possessed by a power beast spirit, it is estimated that it is impossible to do it. The most frightening thing is that the huge boulder is 6 pieces of rubble that collapse directly from the city, very even, which means that Feng Ji's power is well controlled. This is the hardest part. The weather today is so good, it's time to go back to practice soul power. Goodbye Xiao Wu. Hey, it's time for dinner, I'm a little hungry, Sister Xiao Wu, Boss Wang, goodbye. Can't learn, slipped away. In an instant, a bunch of children fled in all directions. How can I learn this? If they punched it down, it would be shattered that it was not the boulder, but their own arm. Hey, Xiao Qinyu, why do you want to learn? Come and try. Wang Feng looked at Xiao Qinyu who was left, and immediately waved at him. Xiao Qinyu was clever, and said in his heart, who learned this? The boss is too abnormal. This physical fitness is too strong. Xiao Qinyu guessed in his heart, is it possible that the green lotus spirit of the boss is a mutant spirit? Have this terrifying power? Ahem, Brother Feng, I will become stronger in the future, and I will come to you to learn. Xiao Qinyu hurriedly waved his hand. Wang Feng sighed and said, you kids, I have thought about passing my newly invented moves to you. You didn't learn it. What a pity. The corner of Xiao Qinyu's mouth twitched at this time. Suddenly, Xiao Wu yelled softly, and suddenly squatted on the ground, looking at Tang San with tears on her face. "Little San, my foot was injured in the battle just now, you will carry me back later." Tang San was taken aback, and nodded quickly. Unexpectedly, he just walked over and squatted, staggering around, and almost fell unsteadily. "If you can't react quickly, hold it with your hands. I'm afraid that you have fallen into a shit. I ran out of spirit power just now, and now I'm a little collapsed." Tang San said awkwardly. Men can't say no. But Tang San was also a bit speechless. Fighting with Brother Feng for half an hour just now, the soul power that was not much was actually consumed. It is estimated that Xiao Wu is the same, and, because she is the main attacker, she just attacked Brother Feng, but was thrown out by Wang Feng time and time again, making it more likely to be injured. Seeing this, Xiao Qinyu's eyes lit up and hurriedly said, "Sister Xiao Wu, I still have strength, I will carry you." "I don't want it." Xiao Wu glanced at him disgustingly. Xiao Qinyu. At this time, Wang Feng thought for a while and said, "I'll help you recover." Hearing this, the three of Yu reading www.yuukeungshu.com were stunned. June looked at Wang Feng in surprise. "Recover? How to recover? Brother Feng, can you recover?" Tang San looked at Wang Feng in surprise. "Are you sure? Is it possible that Brother Feng hunted down a 100-year-old soul beast with recovery ability? That's rare. Besides, maybe it fits with Feng Ji's martial spirit." Xiao Wu also looked at Wang Feng in surprise. "Recovery of spirit power, this is the ability that an auxiliary spirit master can possess." "Boss Wang, don't tease me. Your body must be a mutated spirit, a spirit warrior with an upright mind. How could it be an auxiliary spirit master?" Xiao Qinyu thought Wang Feng was only joking. Wang Feng grinned at the three of them and said, "If you still don't believe me, let me introduce it formally. I, Wang Feng, a first-year work student, Wuhun, Qinglian, 16th level auxiliary soul master." The moment the voice fell, with his palms spread out, a mysterious green lotus appeared quietly, and a lotus seed on the lotus platform instantly bloomed into an extremely cool golden lotus. Golden lotus is strong and beautiful, like a peerless malian that has been in full bloom, with golden electric arcs shining all over the body. Thunderbolt and extraordinary power. "What a beautiful golden flower!" Xiao Wu exclaimed, and then immediately, a deep purple spirit ring slowly rose from the feet of Wang Feng. Dazzling, mysterious, noble purple light, almost pierced the eyeballs of the three blind people. The three of them subconsciously covered with their hands, but they couldn't stop the powerful aura brought by this purple spirit ring. Looking at this purple spirit ring, the three of them were petrified in an instant. Thousand-year spirit ring. Chapter 38, Soul Master Fern. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Thousand-year spirit ring. Dazzling purple, Tang San, Xiao Wu, and Xiao Qinyu all stayed. 16th level spirit master. The first spirit ring, is the thousand-year spirit ring. The three of them seemed to be dreaming. Looking at the purple spirit ring rising from Wang Feng's feet, they couldn't recover for a long time. Because this is simply unimaginable existence for them. Especially Tang San. The teacher said that the maximum age of the Soul Master's first soul ring is 423 years. Once exceeded, the Soul Master will not be able to withstand the power brought by the soul ring, this limit. But Brother Feng, how could it be? Thousand-year spirit ring. Tang San felt extremely puzzled. Thousand-year spirit rings, at least surpassed 423, more than twice, and looking at the color of Feng Ji's purple spirit ring, it seems to be very deep. I am afraid it is not a simple thousand-year spirit ring. This kind of soul beast is very rare in the hunting forest, and even the soul beast might not be able to hunt it down, right? How did Brother Feng do it? Tang San originally thought that Brother Feng had very strong physical fitness. Even if he absorbed the spirit ring of more than 423 years, it might not be impossible, but the millennium is too exaggerated. According to the teacher's Wuhun research, the third spirit ring, the Soul Master can choose the 1,000 years. Millennium? A hint of surprise flashed in Xiao Wu's eyes. But didn't say anything, just watched. Boss Wang, my god, the 1,000-year spirit ring. How did you get the spirit ring? Xiao Qinyu looked at Wang Feng with a flushed face. If you want to know that in Nodding City, there may not be many people with a 1,000-year spirit ring, the dean of the academy seems to have level 40, and should have a 1,000-year spirit ring. Matthew Noah in the Wuhun Hall was also just a great spirit master, and there was no 1,000-year spirit ring at level 30. Tang San also looked at Wang Feng curiously, thinking of knowing how the 1,000-year spirit ring came. Ha ha ha. Wang Feng looked at a few people with even more surprised eyes, and thought that it seemed that I was pretending to be in place. 1,000-year spirit ring, although one of his goals to improve his strength, it would be meaningless if it weren't for pretending to be forceful. This 1,000-year spirit ring, it's because I'm lucky. Wang Feng coughed twice. I was in the hunting forest, and I happened to encounter 2,000-year-old soul beasts fighting each other. When both lose, I took the opportunity to hunt one of them. It was pure omission. Most of what Wang Feng said was the truth, and indeed there were 2,000-year soul beasts fighting each other, just concealed the Xingyue fox, and had secretly used Qinglian's ability to help. Otherwise, the 6,000-year-old golden light leopard would be impossible to hunt down. After hearing Wang Feng's explanation, the three of them were silent for a while. Brother Feng, you are lucky too. Tang San couldn't help sighing. He felt that he could hunt that mandala snake that was more than 400 years old, and his luck was already excellent. 2,000-year-old soul beasts lose both. Feng Gu fisherman benefits. However, Tang San knew that Brother Feng should have other secrets, otherwise, he would not be able to absorb the 1,000-year spirit ring at all, but Tang San didn't ask much. Everyone kept secrets. Feng Gu had it, Xiaowu had it, he had it, even his father had it. There is no need to get to the bottom of it. People are more angry than people, Xiaowu snorted a little enviously. 1,000 years, a conservative estimate is equal to 100 my 10-year spirit rings. In other words, Boss Wang is equal to 100 me. Xiao Qinyu looked up at the sky, but secretly thought in his heart that few people in Nodding City should be able to hunt down 1,000-year spirit beasts. What the boss said should be credible, but his luck is too exaggerated. Wait. Xiao Qinyu seemed to think of something and continued, Boss Wang, you just said that you are an auxiliary soul master, and if you heard it right, Tang San and Xiao Wu also quickly remembered. Yes, I am an auxiliary soul master. Wang Feng knew that these three people probably had guesses in their hearts, but they didn't say too much. Xiao Qinyu looked at the shattered boulder at the other end, pointed at the boulder, and said silently, Boss Wang, are you sure you are from the auxiliary department? That if you go down with this punch, I, a war spirit master, will have to collapse to the end for fear. Now you tell me, are you an auxiliary soul master? Of course. Wang Feng smiled, and the golden lotus in his hand turned slightly. Wisps of golden light shone on the three of them instantly. Next moment, Tang San only felt that the empty soul power in his body was like a withered grass, soaked in the spring rain, getting enough nutrients and quickly recovering. The exhaustion just now was swept away. The soul power is restored so fast. Xiao Wu said in surprise, it may take a while at most, our soul power will be fully restored. You know, they just fought for half an hour. Your spirit power is far lower than mine. Of course it is recovering quickly. Wang Feng explained, moreover, I only used a little golden lotus power to restore your soul power. Wang Feng thought in his heart that none of the deification skills were used. Because it is not necessary. As well as Qinglian's ability to heal injuries, Wang Feng did not use it either. As for the reason, it's really an auxiliary martial soul. Tang San looked at the golden lotus and the thunder that flashed all over his body, and he vaguely felt that it might be more than just restoring spirit power. What a great recovery ability! Xiao Qinyu said in surprise, the spirit power of the three people is completely restored. And looking at the appearance of Boss Wang, it seems that there is not much consumption. But I am relieved to think that Mr. Wang said that his level is 16 www.novelmtl.com. Little San, take me back quickly. My spirit power has recovered, but there are still injuries on my feet. You happen to have strength too, Xiao Wu Jiao said. It is good, Tang San nodded, possessing spirit power. It seems that even his spirit has recovered a bit, his whole body is full of power. It's natural to carry Xiao Wu back. Seeing this, Wang Feng smiled secretly. He can actually heal Xiao Wu's injury, but in this way, there is no chance for a junior to perform. Xiao San, brother, I can only help you like this. Anyway, you will love each other. I will help you, kid, in advance. Tang San first returned to school with Xiao Wu on his back, while Wang Feng chose to go to Wuhun first, undergo a Soul Master certification, and a Soul Power test. Because of the compression and purification of Soul Power, Wang Feng is also not sure about the amount of Soul Power directly in his body, and how much it will be. Level 16 is just a value estimated by Wang Feng himself. As soon as he walked into the Wuhun Hall, Wang Feng heard several voices. Su Yuntao, where's the token? Don't tell you are giving it to that kid? You gave it to him. How can I accompany my brother to hunt the soul beast in the soul hunting forest today? It will take several days to reapply. What if I shot it in the hunting forest, and the tokens fell in the hunting forest? You have to look for it for several days. You said you are stupid. A child with a waste of martial arts said to hunt the soul beast. You really believe it? In the Hall of Martial Spirits, a woman with a beautiful face was facing Su Yuntao, her expression unpleasantly screaming. Su Yuntao repeatedly apologized to the woman, and said flatly, Cece, don't worry, I can just borrow a friend's token. The main reason is that our Wuhuan temple has regulations. He is innately full of soul power and really needs soul. The ring broke through the level, so I gave him the token. Chapter 39, One Face Mounted. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Then you can't use your own token. He is not from Wuhundian. Forget it, I really don't make sense to you. If I don't get the token today to help my brother hunt the soul beast, I will look for it. Other great soul masters. I won't find you anymore. The woman is still a little angry. Su Yuntao was also a little helpless. The kid asked for tokens directly. There were several tokens in the spirit hall, all of which were held by the deacons of their spirit hall. Saw the kid in a hurry that day, so I picked him up first. Unexpectedly, the next day his girlfriend said that he would let him accompany his brother to the forest of splitting souls. He didn't have a token for a while. At this time, a laugh could not help but sound. Master Su, how about using tokens in a hurry? No, I brought them back for you. Wang Feng came from a distance and looked at the two of them. He couldn't help but secretly said, Tao brother Tao, if you haven't seen each other for a day, why are you licking the dog incarnate? However, said that Su Yuntao's female companion was the same woman he met at the door yesterday. Seeing Wang Feng, Su Yuntao was taken aback, and then a touch of joy appeared on his face. You kid, finally came back. Su Yuntao looked at the token in Wang Feng's hand and couldn't help but laughed. Why, did you go to the door of the hunting forest and come back again? That he doesn't believe that this kid can really hunt down soul beasts by himself, and the woman next to Su Yuntao also showed a scornful smile on her face. Children, you should never do anything alone. You should leave it to your teacher to hunt down soul beasts. This woman named CC, as soon as she finished speaking, Wang Feng suddenly asked. Sister, what is your spirit power level this year? 21, what's wrong? What do you call me? She was taken aback for a moment, and her face went black. Sister. Is she so old? It's only 21. Wang Feng looked at her disappointedly. Then you are too weak, Master Su, I'm here to test my soul power. Su Yuntao hurriedly stood in front of Wang Feng, and said in a deep voice, You kid, you are naturally full of soul power, what else to test, eh? You mean, you broke through? Su Yuntao fixedly looked at Wang Feng. Nonsense, I won't break through, why are you here in your spirit hall? Wang Feng said angrily, Hurry up, take me to test the spirit power. Su Yuntao, did you hear that? He said he wants to test his spirit power. He chuckled a few times. You will take him there. I want to see this kid, he can do it. When? I'll be back later, tell me a bit about his level. That the eldest sister almost exploded her, a girl who was not yet 20 years old. On the spot, Su Yuntao looked embarrassed and thought that this kid is uncomfortable in a hurry. Well, you come with me. I will take you to Master Matthew Nuo. Su Yuntao said silently. He took Wang Feng and walked towards the second floor. Walking to the second floor, Su Yuntao walked very slowly. He coughed a few times. You will go out directly through the back door later. Why are you going out? I want to test my soul power. Wang Feng said silently. You. Su Yuntao glared at Wang Feng. Do you really want to test your spirit power? I don't want to wait for a while to laugh at you, you kid, you don't know kindness. Wang Feng immediately raised his forehead and said, Master Su, maybe I won't call you a master later. To be honest, I think that woman is a little bit of air and is not suitable for you. What is Mount Qi? Cici is very beautiful, are you complimenting her for her beauty? Su Yuntao wondered. Wang Feng, hey, forgot brother Tao, you are not a traverser anymore. I don't know what to mount air at all, the woman is also very good at 5 or 6 points. Brother Tao is blinded by love and has lost his normal level of appreciation. Who is it? Noisy outside. At this time, the two of them walked into the aisle, and suddenly an old voice came from the next room. Hearing the words, Su Yuntao sighed, opened the door, and walked in and said, Master Matthew Nuo, it's me, Su Yuntao. In the house, an old man is sitting in a spacious office. The old man is wearing a clean Soul Master costume. The costume is also engraved with the symbol of 3 swords, proving that he is a great Soul Master level War Soul Master. It turned out to be Yuntao. What are you arguing about outside? Reckless. Matthew Nuo looked at Su Yuntao and couldn't help but teach. I was your character back then, and I have never broken through. The threshold of level 30 is difficult to reach a higher level now. Why don't you have a long memory? What? After finishing speaking, Matthew Nuo couldn't help showing a helpless smile on his face. It's not, Master Matthew Nuo. Su Yuntao quickly explained, it's mainly this kid. Before Su Yuntao finished speaking, Wang Feng smiled and said, You are Master Matthew Nuo. Hello, I'm here to test the soul power and conduct a soul master appraisal. Hearing this, Master Matthew Nuo glanced at Wang Feng in amazement, and said in surprise, Junior College. Boy, are you sure you are a soul master appraisal rather than awakening a martial soul? This child is only 6 or 7 years old. Normal children are just awakening spirits. Where can such a young soul master appraise it? Su Yuntao on the side smiled awkwardly and said, Master Matthew Nuo, this kid has already awakened a martial arts spirit. I told you before that I was not in the Holy Soul Village. I met 2 martial arts very badly. But is it a child who is born full of spirit power? He is one of them. Master Matthew Nuo suddenly came across. Su Yuntao told him about this. At the time, he was still surprised, but after hearing that it was a waste of martial arts spirit, Yu read www.yuukangshu.com also felt a little regretful. With a kind smile on his face, Matthew Nuo said to Wang Feng. Little friend, even if you are innately full of spirit power, you are now in Notting Junior College. If you want to be promoted to a spirit master, you need to obtain a spirit ring. This requires your college instructor to accompany you to hunt down the spirit beast. Have you obtained the spirit ring? Yes. Master Matthew Nuo. Wang Feng nodded. That's okay, I'll take you to the appraisal. Matthew Nuo said with a smile, Don't call me a master, my age, when your grandfather is enough, call me Grandpa Matthew Nuo. Wait, Master Matthew Nuo, this kid is just talking about it. Su Yuntao smiled bitterly, how can he hunt down soul beasts without a mentor? Don't play with Master Matthew Nuo, kid, he is 80 years old. You have to respect him. Hearing this, Matthew Nuo was taken aback and looked at Wang Feng suspiciously. Without the company of the instructor, it is obviously impossible to hunt down the soul beast and obtain the soul ring. This kid looks pretty good looking. Is it possible that you are lying to me? Wang Feng sighed and said, I really have a spirit ring. Since I don't believe it, I will show it to you directly. After finishing speaking, Wang Feng's eyes flashed with a flash of light, which was fleeting. Show? Su Yuntao looked at the kid in amazement. Next moment, his eyes suddenly enlarged. I saw a dazzling purple light, which immediately flooded the entire office. The two were shocked instantly. This is a 1,000-year spirit ring. Su Yuntao said silently. Matthew Noah also rubbed his eyes, looking at this spirit ring. His whole person seemed to be suddenly demented, unable to say a word. Chapter 40, The Mysterious Boy from the Main Hall of Wuhun. You are listening at novelfull.audio. 1,000-year spirit ring. In this small place in Nodding City, who can see the Millennium Spirit Ring? This is incredible. After Wang Feng revealed his spirit ring, he took it back for a moment. Su Yuntao and Matthew Noah, they are still in a daze. The 1,000-year spirit ring is incredible. Ordinary spirit master, the first spirit ring, has only survived for hundreds of years. Millennium. Matthew Noah and Su Yuntao looked at Wang Feng with deep shock in their eyes. Unparalleled shock. Is it all right? Wang Feng frowned. I am very difficult to use my spirit ring, Grandpa Matthew Noah. Can I test my spirit power? As he said, Wang Feng looked at the two of them with a flash of light in his eyes. Soul ring is difficult to hide. Nodding City is not big, but not small. There are always people from Wuhun. This is Holy Soul Village again. As long as the spirit is used, it is impossible not to be discovered, and the spirit master appraisal will reveal the spirit and spirit ring. It is completely impossible to escape. Unless you don't come to identify a soul master, it is estimated that graduation is impossible. All kinds of thinking. Wang Feng didn't intend to hide his spirit ring, because there is no hidden means and meaning at all. The martial soul who had previously awakened in the Holy Soul Village was able to control the energy in his body so that he could test his innate full soul power, but this soul ring could not be hidden. Can't you die it forcibly? And, among them, there is another plan. Okay, kid, come with me. I will take you to test your soul power. Grandpa Matthew Noah stood up excitedly not knowing what to say. Yuntao, you quickly report to the bishop of the main hall of the spirit of Soto City. Okay. I'll go right away. Su Yuntao forgot Wang Feng in horror and walked out quickly, feeling extremely excited inside. Innately full of soul power, the first soul ring in 1,000 years. What kind of monster is this? Even if this little ghost's martial spirit is rubbish, he is a real genius, right? Grandpa Matthew Noah, what is the main hall of Wuhun? Wang Feng continued to ask. Matthew Noah led Wang Feng towards the Wuhun laboratory in the side hall, and explained patiently. Our soul hall is only the lowest level soul sub-hall. On top, there are soul sub-hall and soul main hall. The capitals of the two empires also have soul temple. It is the papal palace. As soon as he finished speaking, Matthew Noah took Wang Feng and walked to the Wuhun laboratory for soul power identification. This is a very spacious room. Wang Feng walked into the room and felt the spirit power in his body, shaking slightly, as if being drawn by a force in the room. Cannot help secretly wondering. Looking at the surrounding walls, they were all carved into the stones that Su Yuntao used to test the martial arts spirit, and Wang Feng was thoughtful. Above the Pope Hall, is there any more? Wang Feng continued to ask. Of course there are. Matthew Noah's face suddenly became solemn, and his tone became very respectful. Douluo Shrine Hall, that place is the place all our spirit masters look forward to. Only spirit masters who have reached the Douluo level are eligible to enter Douluo Worship Hall. Temple. Wang Feng nodded. These Douluo continent settings, he has forgotten a bit, now listening to Matthew Noah say it, but he remembers it. Your name is Wang Feng, right? Xiaofeng, before the appraisal, I want to ask you a question. Matthew Noah said with a smile. What's the problem? Wang Feng replied. Would you like to join the Hall of Souls? Matthew Noah continued, you should have just entered Nodding College. Haven't worshipped a mentor yet, if you want, you can join our Hall of Souls directly. After speaking, Matthew Noah fixedly looked at Wang Feng. Although this child has not yet been tested, Matthew Noah can roughly estimate that the child's spirit power should not be simple. A 1,000-year-old spirit ring, once absorbed, it will definitely directly make this child's spirit power break through to level 20. Although Matthew Noah has never seen it before, and the first spirit ring is a 1,000-year-old spirit master, he does not know how many soul power appraisal has been conducted in this martial arts hall, and his experience is extremely sophisticated. Matthew Noah has also seen a 400-year-old spirit ring, directly causing the spirit master to pick 2 or 3 levels in a row. This 1,000-year spirit ring, and depending on the color, I am afraid it is more than a 1,000-year spirit ring. The additional spirit power directly rises to level 20, which is absolutely normal. Will the soul hall? What is the difference? Wang Feng said in surprise, is it because I entered the soul hall? I am the exclusive soul master of Soul Hall. I can't be in Nodding College. Matthew Noah was taken aback, and immediately smiled. My child, you are really smart, you are indeed so. There is a special academy in the Wuhun Hall. If you join the Wuhun Hall, you are the soul master of the Wuhun Hall. Naturally, you have to enter the Wuhun Hall and open it. To conduct systematic learning. Of course, you can still get more things. For these, you need to enter the higher level spirit hall, and you will know. Grandpa has already reported to the upper 2-level spirit hall in advance. Someone is coming. The spirit hall of Nodding City is just the lowest level of the spirit hall. Matthew Noah reported to the spirit hall of the first level. However, this kid is really amazing. Yeah, Wang Feng said with a smile, I haven't started studying at Nodding College. I am also very familiar with Master Su, and it would be nice if I could join the Hall of Souls. After speaking, he smiled in his heart. Good. Boy, let's test the soul power. Matthew Noah took Wang Feng to the center, and a yellow crystal ball was floating on it, and he smiled and said, come, inject your soul power into it. Wang Feng nodded, then he poured his soul power into the yellow crystal ball. It stands to reason that the spirit power attached to your 1,000-year spirit ring is extremely powerful. You are innately full of spirit power, and it should be able to directly make you 20th level. Matthew Noah said slowly, but he didn't finish, saw the yellow crystal ball, and suddenly burst out a clear halo, but it was not the extremely dazzling one. Hey, level 15. How come your spirit power is at level 15? Although it is also very high, the 1,000-year spirit ring should be unusual. Matthew Noah was taken aback for a moment. According to his speculation, Xiao Feng's spirit power level should be normal at level 20, how come? Is there a problem? Grandpa Matthew Noah. Wang Feng retracted his spirit power and said with a smile, it seems that the soul power is compressed and purified. My estimation is wrong. It is only 15th level, but it is just right. Haha. No problem. Matthew Noah frowned, feeling a little strange. However, even so, Xiao Feng is still a genius. Is worth reporting. My child, wait here. The bishop of the main hall of the city of Soto is here, and I will tell you to listen to him when I arrive. The city of Soto is closer to Nodding City in the province of Fastno. The big city. With the strength of the bishop, it should be very fast. Before dark. I should get it. Matthew Noah said mildly, by the way, what is your martial arts? Su Yuntao said, it is a green lotus, it seems to be a new flower-shaped martial arts plant. Can Grandpa see it? Okay. Wang Feng opened his palm lightly, revealing a small nasturtium. However, he controlled it a bit, it was not in full form, and it shrank a lot. Lotus flower? What's the use? Flower-type martial arts souls can only be used to contribute to urban construction and cultivate flowers. Matthew Noah shook his head gently, this flower is so beautiful, it's hard to tell where it is available. Matthew Noah did not ask much, and talked about other situations with Wang Feng, until the evening. Su Yuntao took 2 men and walked in. One of them was very young, dressed in extremely luxurious robes, with an extraordinary figure, with eyebrows and xianyang, and extremely delicate facial features, like a master craftsman who has been caring for countless years. The other is dressed in a man, wearing the costume of the Bishop of Wuhun Hall, with a cold and proud expression, and a strong aura is exuding all over his body. Master Jika, please hear. Su Yuntao said with a tired face, but his face was extremely respectful, this most of the day's schedule, but he ran out of it. What about people? What about the child whose first spirit ring is 1,000 years old? If you let me know, if you lie, everyone in the spirit subtemple will be punished. Bishop Jeka looked at Su Yintao's face a little impatiently. In such a small place, can a genius of this level be born? Simply ridiculous. Even if he was born with full spirit power, he actually lied that it was the first spirit ring and it was the 1,000-year spirit ring. This kind of thing is simply weird. If it wasn't for the one beside him who happened to visit their main hall of martial arts, after listening to the news, he felt interesting and insisted to come and see. The bishop of his hallowed martial arts main hall, Yu reading www.yuukeangshu.com would not come here. Kind of small place. After you. Bishop Jeka first said respectfully to the mysterious boy beside him. Yeah. The young man seemed to be young, only about 15 or 16 years old. He made a single sound, but it was extremely beautiful. Su Yuntao secretly said, this young man didn't know what kind of character he was born with unparalleled beauty, and even the Bishop Jeka in the main hall of Wuhun was extremely respectful. You need to know that the Bishop Jeka in the main hall of the martial arts soul is a soul sage of more than 70 levels. Even he is so respectful, it can be seen that the identity of this mysterious boy is definitely unusual. Not long after, Bishop Jake and the mysterious boy came to the Wuhuan laboratory where Matthew and Wang Feng were, is almost an instant. Several eyes are intertwined in the air. Wang Feng looked at the two people who were coming. Although he didn't know who it was, the middle-aged man was definitely from the main hall of Wuhuan main hall. How can it be a soul saint? The young man next to him made Wang Feng very strange. This boy is so handsome, even more handsome than I am now. Wang Feng secretly said in his heart, his current body has been recast, his facial features, skin, and all aspects are extraordinary, but this young man seems to be more handsome, with a vaguely peculiar temperament. After only looking at the two of them, Wang Feng lowered his head. Master Matthew knew, this is Bishop Jeko. Su Yuntao came over and introduced. Matthew Noah hurriedly saluted Jake, but he was directly interrupted by Jake waved his hand. Okay, let this child release his spirit ring to see. 1,000-year spirit ring. By the way, what is his spirit power level? Matthew Noah quickly walked to Wang Feng's side and muttered a few words.